Yo, welcome to another episode of the BJJ GOONS podcast. I am your host, Tim, the Mushmaster Spriggs, and with me as always every week is...
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Nico Ball, no new Nico here. Glad to see y'all again this week. It's been a crazy week.
Yes, very crazy week indeed, but I am happy to be here. I'm happy everyone here today is happy and safe. And today we have a very special guest. We have the future of the black belt division at middleweight. He is a member of the Dream Art Project. He has a very bright future ahead of him. Lucas Gualberto, correct?
Hey,
Gualberto.
what's
Yeah.
up, everyone? Yeah,
How's it
so
going?
I feel good. Today is an important day. It's the second time that I record podcast. It's the second time that I challenge me to record in English. So it's a good day. Let's talk about Dream Art, about my career. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I want to give a shout out to BJJ Korea, though. BJJ Korea is an Instagram page run by another female jiu-jitsu competitor, and she was the one that gave us this hookup. I know Dream Art posts a lot of great content. They post a lot of it in Portuguese. I don't know how much people really know about them in the English-speaking world. So BJJ Korea, they passed me your contact, and they're like, yo, he speaks English. He would be a great guest for the BJJ Goons podcast. And I love to be able to bring like a diverse group of people here. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right, Lucas, you just got your black belt, correct? When did you get your black belt?
So I think that 3 or 4 months before, I think that maybe September, I take my black belt.
So you got your black belt in September, and you have been on a tear. I looked on your profile. You are currently undefeated at black belt at 11-0.
Yes.
You recently won the South American Championships for the IBJJF and the UAE Jiu-Jitsu Grand Slam in Rio de Janeiro. Straight out the gate. I mean, congratulations.
Thank
Were
you.
those the first two competitions after COVID?
I don't
Sorry?
know.
Were the Sulamericano, was that the first competition after like COVID lockdown?
No, my first championship it's Brazilian National from CBJJE. It's my
Oh,
first championship in a black belt. I think October, 23 October.
oh man.
Wow.
So even
What
before the majors, the locals.
So what would you attribute or why do you think you're coming out of the gate so successful? What would you attribute to that?
So can you repeat the question, please?
Yes. Why do you think that you're having such a successful run so early in your black belt career?
So man, when I began jiu-jitsu 12 years before, I started and I think, man, I want to be the greatest fighter that I can. So when I was in the blue belt, I realized my dream to be a professional fighter. So I always keeping hard and fight hard to be the best. And doesn't matter the belt. So when I come to the black belt, it just how can I say that? Just realize it. That's it. I always work hard for this moment.
That's amazing. Yeah. I guess we have the same philosophy. Like Tim, when you train, train good at any belt and be ready.
Yes, yes.
So how long have you been at Dream Art?
I think 2 years. 2 years. I moved to Dream Art 2 years before. I think that 2019. Yes, 1 year and a half. I think.
Right. So like how do you end up, oh, I'm sorry, Tim, were you gonna say
No, go ahead.
something? So how did you end up there? And then maybe like how do athletes get there in general? Like,
Sorry, can you repeat? So I think my sound noise geared.
no problem. So how did you end up at Dream Art? Like, how do they select athletes? Because you guys come from all over Brazil.
So I can't read. So repeat again, please. It's low. I think the microphone is not good.
Your oh, the microphone on your end or our end?
Probably yours.
Okay. Uh, so the question is, how did you find Dream Art? How did you end up there?
So what I found in Dream Art. So first, when I moved to Dream Art, have some aspects. The first is the purpose. It's so good. We want to change the community. We want to change the people. So not just like athlete, but like a person. So it's so big for me. So the second question, it's my friendship with Isaac. So when Isaac began built the Dream Art, I moved to São Paulo to stay with him and help him to build something strong. And I think the third, maybe train with Muniz brothers. That was my how can I say, that was one of the big challenges, that I was in the purple and blue belts. And and I know that that time I will be a good training.
Wow, with the Muniz brothers, they have a lot of amazing people down there.
What kind of services do they provide at Dream Art?
So we have free home, we have training, sure, physiotherapy, English classes, what more? We have free travels, and we have everything, every support that one athlete needs to be the best. So training, English classes, physiotherapy, um, free uh, free travels, and yes, free food too. I think yes.
Oh, that's really nice. I think like I know one thing, like, because Moicano or Jonathan Marquez from Today Kids Project, he is down there. And you can tell, I don't know if Moicano understands how, like, I get mad at Moicano. So he should know that I get mad at him. And you can tell him clearly in Portuguese if you would like. But I was going to kill him because he dropped out of high school to come train in the United States for 6 months and got no high school degree in Brazil and learned absolutely no English here. So like he goes back to Brazil and he had problems with his back. He was in the favela and needed physical therapy, had no high school diploma and didn't speak English. So it's not like he could even give seminars or anything. And I was pissed, you know.
Yes. So
But
sorry.
Dream Art, what I want to say is Dream Art, he went to Dream Art and he graduated high school at Dream Art. So not
Yes,
only is
yes.
he learning English, oh man, they made that kid graduate. And I was like, thank God. Thank God.
So I graduated me here in Dream Art. So when I was 17, I moved to São Paulo to train in Jiu-Jitsu. This is a normal situation in Brazil when you think out, no, I don't need to graduate, and I need leave to sport now, right now. So and last year I graduated in high school, because Dream Art, if you are a Dream Art athlete, you need to do that.
Yeah, that made me so happy because in Brazilian culture it is very more common that people do drop out of school or don't go to college because they want to be a professional athlete. I feel not so
Yes.
much in the US, it's a lot of work and do training. So like that is one thing that I feel like Dream Art does that I have never seen any other program. I mean, all social projects try to do it. But the thing about Dream Art is they have a lot of money.
Yes.
Are you guys an NGO or are you guys just a team, a business? Do you know? A
Sorry, can you repeat?
or do you know, is it a nonprofit like an ONG or is it just a business?
No, it's not a business. It's not a business. It's how can I say this for you? So we have one interview, but in Portuguese. There is Ali did with the big boss of Dream Art. So and he talks something like that. It's how can I say? It's something good for him to have this project. So he wanna change the lives, and he put the money, but the money don't come back for him.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. So
We got those in the States.
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
So,
so I think I just get a lot of respect and shout out to him because um we out here, everybody knows Tim out here fighting for money. Everybody that isn't doing seminars, it's really hard to get money in this sport. So to invest so much money into different people on top, like the not just training, but the living, the nutrition, the physical therapy, it's I've never seen anything like it really.
And in education, there is the more important thing.
Mm-hmm.
how many hours a day do you dedicate to school or learning?
So so let me see. I think I don't know in hours, but I study all the time because I
Mhm.
really love to read books and see some podcasts and videos. I really like to. I don't know if this name, but Nico, how can I say philosophia in English?
Philosophy.
Yes,
Oh,
Philosophy.
okay.
I really like. I really like. So this how can I say? Um, for my jiu-jitsu is good because in this in philosophy,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
yes, you need to question you all the time, and I use this for my jiu-jitsu. When I did something wrong, I quest I did one question for me, and when you have the better question, you have the better answer, and you can do something better for your game. So I study every time. I really like to read books and study videos, study the mindset of the big champions, something like that. I really push me hard to study.
That's awesome. I love to hear that. And again, I don't want to say I don't hear a lot of people in the sport saying it, and I don't hear a lot of people in Brazil preaching education and stuff like that. And it reminds me, I know again speaking about like Moicano, but May was there as well. Like Muhammad Ali often speaks to them as well as like about education, like what are you gonna do? Like how are you gonna get your money? Like and I think it's important that people have conversations with black belt or not even black belts, just anybody like yourself, because education is really important. Not a lot of people combine philosophy and jujitsu.
Yes.
So how often do y'all train? Like, because in the end, you are still savages.
Sorry,
Uh,
I don't listen to your question.
how often do you guys train jujitsu?
Only one time per day.
Oh, really?
uh, yes, we have a so hard training, and it's I think that we train in 1 hour and a half and or 2 hours, and there's we did sparring for more or less 45 15 minutes, but it's so hard, and you put we put our soul, because all the projects we just have competitions now, comparators,
Uh-huh.
and we push hard every single in every minute. So and we just training 5 days in the week, and no, 6 days in the week now. More three trainings at physician training and drills and just this.
Wow, that's interesting. You know, I'm a big proponent of less is more. I always felt that if you focus your efforts on maybe one practice, at most two a day, you're going to get way more out of it just because it's so much focus. I always thought like the days where I only trained one time, I learned the most, I had the best roles, and it allowed my body to recover, because you mentioned that you do physical training. I'm assuming that you guys do strength and conditioning like 3 times a week, correct?
Yes.
So you're already there with great competitors, great athletes. So that's really interesting to hear. I think a lot of the people listening would be intrigued by that. You guys are one of the top teams in the world, and you're only doing one session of hard training a day.
Yes, yes. I think that recovery is one of the most important things in the training. So if you don't have a good recovery, you can't do training and can't to put 100% in the mat. So, and you keep the focus in the recovery.
Hmm.
Yep, that's very important. Like I was saying, like McConnell was always hurt, man. He was always hurt. And he used to love to overtrain. I mean, he got better as he was older because I've known him since he was 14. And 14-year-olds train really crazy, you know.
Yeah, sometimes we think that if you train more, you learn more. But if you are tired, what you can learn? Nothing. So if you can't put 100% in the mat, what do you do in the mat? So when you go to championship, you need to put 100%. So you need to do this in the academy.
Very true.
What type of stuff do you guys do for recovery?
So sleeping is the first
Yeah,
one.
that's
It is the
the
better.
most important.
Yes, yes. So so let me see. Physiotherapy, it's good. So do you know? I don't know the name of the machine that you use to. How can I say? We have Terragun and much
That's it.
more.
Massage gun.
Yes,
No.
Yeah, definitely.
yes,
I
it's
got it on
good.
hand at all times.
Yeah, it's good. But I think that the most important thing is the food and water and sleep. Sleep is the most important thing. Athlete need to sleep and 8 or 10 hours. So I really did this. I really did. So I sleep every single day 8 or 9 hours to be my best recovery.
What kind of food are you eating?
So I really like to naturally foods. So rice and beans, potatoes, eggs, chicken, so tomatoes, something like that. I really like the naturally foods. So sometimes pizza is good too, man. Saturday, it's important. Sometimes chocolate is good too. That's it.
Sometimes there's a joke in Brazil that all athletes just eat frango y batata doce, which is like chicken and sweet potatoes, but their sweet potatoes are different than our sweet potatoes.
Uh, I really don't like sweet potatoes. I don't like it.
Wow.
Really?
I
No,
didn't
I
for
don't
the
like.
longest time either. It's an acquired taste.
But in Brazil, they're really different. They're not yellow, they're white. But like they say they have the extra minerals. So you're supposed to like eat the sweet potatoes.
Mm.
So we eat sweet potatoes when we want to be bigger. Do you know, like a bodybuilder, something? But for jiu-jitsu, I don't know if it's really good.
Oh, I weigh 125 pounds. That's probably why everybody told me to eat sweet potatoes. They're like, we're gonna hurt you.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, any more questions, too?
I have only like 2 more questions.
Yeah,
So,
cool. Because we don't have an outline today, so
I,
I ain't trying to rush you. I'm just
okay. So you're a new black belt. You're in middleweight division. Arguably and historically speaking, is the most difficult division.
Yes.
Do you have anyone in mind or any matches that you want to have?
I have so many matches that I want to do. I think that one of the most hardest fighters that I will fight in the middleweight it's Ronaldo Jr. That we fought twice. and I won one time, and he won one time, the purple belt, Tainan Dalper too. But I really want one time in my life to fight against Leandro Lo. So he had a good legacy, and he is a big star in jiu-jitsu. So maybe one time in my life, it's off of my weight, but I really want to fight against this guy.
Yeah.
So it's like an idol, and I want to fight against him.
Yeah, that's always dope to, get to be on the level of your idols.
It's it's a beautiful thing, man. I feel as though you're gonna have a lot of those type of matches, and there's no better feeling than being on the mat with someone that you looked at for years. It's happened to me a couple of times. It's gonna be something. Just be ready. You're gonna be there real soon. Just be ready.
Yes.
And my last question is, what are your goals for your career as an athlete and maybe a coach down the
Oh,
line?
all right. Let's go. I think that is it's a big answer. So when I was when I decided to be a fighter, I decided to be the best that I can. So in the first, I want to be a Hall of Fame in Jiu-Jitsu, and I want to put my name in the history of this sport. So I have one more that is so hard, but I want to be better than Rodolfo in passing guard. So this is so hard, I know, but I will try. So I will keep it hard to do that. Rodolfo, it's my biggest idol.
Mm.
So and I have so much respect for this. So, but I want to be better passing guard than Rodolfo and Lucas Gualberto too. There's amazing fire. I think that in life, man, after jiu-jitsu, I don't know if I will be a coach in jiu-jitsu. So maybe a businessman. I don't know. I will study so much for did something big off of the sport. So I don't know after jiu-jitsu, but like athlete, I want to be a legend because legend never die, and I don't want to die in the mind of the people. So I really want change. I really want change the people. So we know when you are a fighter that wins so much, we have so many guys that looks like for you like an idol, and I want to change the mind of the children's. We have so many questions in the world that we need to change. Something like racism, something like politics, and we need to change that. We need to help to change that, and I want to do this with my titles and speak with the people. So I need to build something big. Yes.
That's wonderful, man. This is very enlightening. I have a new appreciation for you as a martial artist and as a person. That was wonderful. And your English is very good. They're doing a
Thank you.
phenomenal job at
Thank
Dreamart.
you.
How did you learn English? Did you learn at Dreamer? Did you study before?
No, no. When I was 12 years old or 13 years old, my father looked to me and say, if you wanna live from jiu-jitsu, you need to learn English.
Wow.
And he put me in the English course. But I remember in 2012 when Bochecha beating Rodolfo Vieira, he fought with against Roger Gracie, and I remember that in Metamoris, the countdown was in English, everything in English. So and I really wanted to know what this guy said, and I just keep in my focus and look to video and study. So I always keep me ready to an interview, and I'm always talk with me alone in English. So it's so many things.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's really amazing. Your dad is a smart dude.
Yeah.
He believed in you. He knew it would happen one day. That's
Yes.
great.
Hey,
That's
that's
Yes.
awesome.
awesome.
So, well, Lucas, thank you very much for coming on the show. You are a phenomenal guest. Anything that you'd like to promote?
So I want to promote Dream Art. There is the #1 project in the world. So we really need, we really want to change the world and make the world something better. I want to promote me. So in few months or years, I will be the best, and I will fight for this. So thank you so much. Thank you, Favela. Thank Team. It's a good time that I spend with you.
Mhm. All right, man. Have a great day. Thanks again, Lucas.
For you too. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank Nico. Bye bye.